Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Jones. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Before the first at about the 36-yard line. He'll look to throw.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who simply tried to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Condors take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
The defense, they're blitzing here. Jones.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard.
They're going to look to throw.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he gets it down to the 32.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, we've been used to being here in late July, early August every year for the game, but now we've got an actual franchise once again based in Canton, Ohio. Such a football-crazy town. And they haven't had a team here, though, since the Bulldogs last took the field in 1926. They've waited a while for this.
7 yards there on the first down screenplay. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They come up short here on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything.
There he goes, right side.
And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line.
It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. That was tremendous effort, especially after the catch. Breaking through tackles, fighting for extra yards.
So was that just great effort, or were there a lot of missed tackles?
Yeah, the defense did help him a bit.
Yeah, he certainly did, but let's focus on the positive. He made it happen.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This taken in right around the goal line.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And ready to go.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
When you look at this defense
against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is brought in at the 21. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
This pass out wide to Hall.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now 2nd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, nice move. That's some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, I have to say, in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Condors are able to add on to that lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive, and Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Play there, 82 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point by Ryland up and good.
And it makes the score 21-10. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They go play action here on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
They'll give to Hall.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They need 18 yards here on third down.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Miami. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, he's going to launch this thing way downfield.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. First and 10 upcoming.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10. He's going to try and take off with it.
Gets past one man, and he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And into the break run tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
pass complete. Here's Butte with it.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll try and throw for it here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Gets this one to Juszczyk. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Here's a give to Hall.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Tucker's kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 2nd and 5.
Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Throwing Jones. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And take it right on the 30. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
The Canton offense takes over once again.
And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
2nd and 7.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
71 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. Come 19. Come 19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 3. Flushed out right. He finds Douglas complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. Ball again on second down. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive goes 8 plays, and Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake here on first down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Quentin Williams able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week. As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And quickly they get to the line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And check down complete to Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half. And now Waller going to have a chance to run this.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Darren Waller, a 23-yard run. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So now here come the Dolphins.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Micah Parsons.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That's pulled in at the 32.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in the home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
We're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Condors have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Let's take it inside his own 40.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He's been pretty good with his legs in this game. A really nice game there. Defensively, they've been okay covering downfield, but you got to account for the quarterback, right?
Yeah, and that's the hardest part, because normally when you play 11 on 11, it's truly not 11 on 11. Defensively, you don't account for the quarterback in the run game. You account for everyone else and hope that you can catch him before he gets to the first down marker. But as you noticed, he's been doing it a little bit. This time he saved his best for this run.
And saving one of his best for the 4th quarter.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on. There is a flag down. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us and he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Ready? Ready.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we were grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Ready.
Now a handoff looking right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Canton,
they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.